Technology Vision, Strategy and Innovation at Siemens. He's in the advisory board of several organizations globally and actively involved in the evolution of key mobile standards. Several of his ideas conceptualized are now global standards: network identity and time zone, cell on wheels, universal charging, data connected to mobile devices, and so on. He was instrumental in launching the first integrated camera phones outside Japan. Anuraj has honors degree in electrical and electronics engineering with specialization in telecommunications from the University of New South Wales, Australia. Micro EMBA from Oxford, UK, and recently completed an executive leadership excellence program from ISB. Now I hand over the guys to Anuraj.
Thank you so much, Peter, for that. So welcome back after a nice lunch. I hope we can keep you awake and trigger some nice immersive thoughts within you. Let me first introduce the elite panel that I've got here. So I'll introduce the order of the people who will be speaking after me. I'll set the stage a little bit first. I've got Arpit Vash, who is MD of Blurry India, setting up operations just very recently in 2011, just a few months ago. As part of his role at Blurry, Arpit manages worldwide business operations and customer support. He usually works with developers to define user acquisition, monetization strategies. He has a BS in Industrial Engineering from University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. Next, I'll Arpit over there to the left, and I'll introduce Rohit Singhal to my left, to your right. From SourceBits, the lead global leader in mobile and cloud strategy, user experience, and design-led engineering. Rohit is a radiologist by background in his studies. SourceBits is his first job actually, and very interesting thoughts will be heard from him also on the creation of content. And although he's never practiced medicine, but we'd love to hear how is now mobile healthcare or things like that will influence him as he moves forward. And then we've got Harish in the middle there, Vaidyanathan. He runs technical evangelism for Microsoft in India, including evangelism for Windows Phone, Windows 8, and many other exciting technologies. He has been with Microsoft for over 12 years, spanning consulting, corporate strategy, evangelism, and product engineering. In his spare time, he pursues his passion for photography and is preparing to run the full marathon. Good luck with that. Right. So I'll just get started with the presentation, which I probably have too many slides also, but I'll be skimming through since a lot of it has been covered. Just to set the stage a little bit, I think we're talking about the connected experience, networks, devices, content all coming together. And just some anecdotes very globally, when we talk about in the US, 4G networks by the middle of this year are envisaged to have 13 million consumers already. Tablets galore. This is the year of the tablets, as they say. It was great to launch Akash. It's still a long way to go with the experience, but we're getting there slowly but surely. I think we brought the price down, but we're seeing just so much traction in the tablets market itself. There's whole new categories of devices: smartphones, superphones, tablets in the middle, notes, and so forth. The Galaxy Note, for example, and whole new categories reinventing themselves. Global enterprises in the cloud, again, the new age cloud coming back in many forms. PC as a service, looking at organizations which have brought about experiences on the cloud. Smartphones, again, as we've seen, exceeding very soon feature phone sales in the country. Definition of smartphone. Well, smartphones getting smarter. There's a whole new moving down the tiers, I would say, from high to low to mid ranges. Again, a huge market in the making. And we heard a lot of that from his colleague Balaji this morning. So the transition will be the biggest ever. And we're talking about explosion of Android. Just 3 days ago, Android exceeded 400K apps on the marketplace. Tablets I was talking about, obviously the cloud and smart TV, the consoles and converged devices. I think content on the fly across screens is going to be really very interesting time as we move ahead. We're talking about content is king. Those enabling it are queens, but really the King Kong is the consumer at the end of the day. And it's really about the connected experience. And that is the true differentiator. All that matters is the experience. So when we talk about the apps internet market, according to Forrester Research, 37 billion market by 2015 for apps. $13.2 billion US market for app services around it. So just look at the size of the whole, I will skip through a few of these slides which are already well covered. I think we've seen people touching live. We saw the launch of the Akash, the first phone, first camera, first computer. Computers disappear, as another colleague of mine from MIT, Ray Kurzweil, talks about. But that's already happening. I mean, it's merged into so many, it's become hidden in many cases. So I think the first touch point of a computer is a mobile device, the handheld device in many cases, as we've seen many different applications of convergence of mobile doctors, Kerala fishermen, money prices, whole range of interesting things happening out there, and it's the use cases. And ultimately, it's the end user, the consumer, who is I would say, the part of the community which is the biggest innovator out there, and finding great new, user scenarios to apply this piece of technology to. And then it's about empowerment, it's about improving people's lives. Mobile is really the sixth sensory organ, and as we call it, the ultimate intimate object. It is the most personal device. It's an extension of the network in people's hands. It's bridging the divide between the rich, poor, the literate, illiterate, developing, and developed geographies, urban, rural, and so on. I think I'll skip through a lot of this. And so, very much with this slide, the seventh mass media, the fourth screen, which will be, as we talk about the most views, which is eyeball reach devices. Again, another area I wanted to touch on is utility BaaS. And I think this is where we'll see a lot of traction when we look at more meaningful services beyond the ABCDs of content. The astrology, political, and devotion, those of you don't know that. And I think it will be the domains of healthcare, education, government, as we were hearing earlier in the morning, and also new orientations around Web 3.0, the Internet of Things, where machine to machine. And we talk about 50 billion devices, Ericsson has mentioned, but Amdocs has predicted 7 trillion devices by 2020. So I think the numbers are really up for grabs there, but we're talking about a huge growth and a lot of potential there. Coming back to the topic of immersive media growth. I mean, we've seen the evolution from a lean back, sit back, relax, potato mode of television watching, basic involvement, or one way of involvement, which was yesterday. Today we're talking about a lot more kind of sit forward in front of a computer, and tomorrow, which is like already happening today. So I think that's already part of, we're experiencing that to quite an extent when we talk about the Nintendo Wii's and the Kinects and so forth, experiences from the gaming world, but a lot more from sensors and mobile devices integrated to bring really new experiences. Virtual real worlds coming together. So I'd say that jump in, really immersive experiences on Media 3.0, as we're calling it, is really the future. And we're talking about connected devices, always on, always connected. Just to give you a glimpse of, so the company I met yesterday and spent some time, I was really amazed at what's been happening in India. Surface computing, touch table here, which is going to be implemented in the next few weeks in Cafe Coffee Day here. Rajiv is actually sitting right here with the CEO of this company. It's not a plug for the company, but I found this really interesting for technology, which is at a fraction of the price of what we do on surface computing. I've got a little video on this, which I thought you may enjoy. Very quick 1-minute video. We're really seeing some real paradigm shifts here. Just imagine the possibility. I spent some time actually playing a lot, or extra time last night, playing on this little new gadget and playing Angry Birds actually. With a really new experience on a much bigger screen, with really amazing audio around it. It was immersive. I haven't enjoyed Angry Birds ever that much even on my other tablets and other devices so much as I did on this one, frankly. But anyway, I think just to wrap up quickly, I think it's all about speed. It's more time to market at the end of the day. The world is changing very fast. Big is not going to be beating the small anymore. The fast beating the slow, as my Aussie friend says. And finally, the world is moving really so fast that there are days when a person who says it can't be done is interrupted by a person who's doing it. So the future really needs to be shaped and not predicted. So with that, I'll just hand over to my fellow panelists and ask everyone to start.